Oh, wow. Beast mode is back. How about that? Marshawn Lynch with the Raiders. I thought he was very, very impressive from the game that I watched between the Raiders and the Titans. 18 carries for 76 yards. Now you look at the stat line, may not look so hot, but it was the Marshawn Lynch of old, dragging defenders for multiple yards. It was great. I mean, it was almost as if he took the year off and it just like completely refreshed himself. Also, the thing to keep in mind too is that Raiders offensive line is very, very destructive. Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, Rodney Hudson, Gabe Jackson, that foursome right there is dynamite. And if they're going to be creating these huge holes and pushing people backwards, if Marshawn Lynch has momentum going forward up the middle, that's dangerous. And that's what I was seeing in this game. So he was rumbling and bumbling and stumbling all over the Titans. So he had a big game. Now I thought Derek Carr played really well as well. I mean, obviously we know that he's been breaking out, but he was sharp in this game. 22 of 32, 262 yards, 2 touchdowns. I thought he played really well. Amari Cooper came down with some big third down catches from what I remember. So I'm trying to remember from this game. Hold on. All right, so this... Okay. Because I remember they went on the Raiders went on a big drive, like when they needed a score, and they were able to go down and score. Basically, whenever they wanted to score, they were able to. It was a 9-possession game, so there wasn't like a lot of possessions in this game. So the fact they scored 26 points, but it was actually more because it was easy for them the way that they were moving the ball down the field. Now on the other side of the ledger, I thought that the Titans were going to be able to run the ball very, very well against the Raiders. I didn't think the Raiders' front seven was that great coming in, but the Raiders, man, their defense stepped up as well. So DeMarco Murray, Derrick Henry, unable to gain traction. I mean, that's a great offensive line for Tennessee, and the Raiders really dominated in this area. Murray, 12 carries, 44 yards. Henry limited to 6 for 25, so he really didn't do much. So he was held in check. Mariota, 25 of 41, 256 yards. He did have the touchdown run. I like what I saw out of Corey Davis. He had 6 receptions for 69 yards. He had a couple quick slants that he caught. He had a back shoulder ball that he caught that I remember. So I thought he looked pretty good. But this game was about Marshawn Lynch, the Raiders stopping the run, and Derek Carr with some timely passing. So Raiders win this one 26-16. Pretty easy win. They were able to kind of keep the momentum of this one throughout. So Titans were never really much of a factor in this one. So there you go. That's the way I looked at it. Even in my play-by-play scoring, I had the Raiders winning 87-68. So if you didn't watch my last video, I do play-by-play scoring for the games that I watch. So essentially, a first down play, if you get 5 or more yards, I give the offense a plus. If the defense holds them to 3 or less yards, I give them a minus. So I'm not going to go and show you guys all this, but at each game that I watch, I do keep a score, and it's a way for me. The reason why I do the scoring is, say a team wins by 10 points, but in my scoring it's closer than the 10-point scoreline. Well, that means then that team that won by 10 points didn't play as well as it might appear. So this is why I do the scoring, and yeah, so it's just the way I do it. Okay, what else happened in this game? I mean, this one was pretty much about Marshawn Lynch, Derek Carr, and the defensive line. That was pretty much it. So I'll end it on that note. Marshawn Lynch is back. The Raiders look really, really good. They look legit. So there you go. Raiders and Chiefs, that's going to be a bloodbath in the AFC West.